Oops. I gotta rename this. Alright. Let me grab a... link. We are rolling, by the way.
Nice. I am not rolling, I'm just sitting here comfortably, but yeah. I know what you mean.
And I'm just in Space Engineers flying about.
Okay. So, anyway, here we are today. Me and Heizmeister, we decided that we wanted to make a twin-barreled cram cannon tank. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, a twin-barreled cram cannon tank destroyer.
Okay. And I believe the 2.5 or 2.4.9 volume limit in Ashes is still 2,000, if I remember right.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Just thought I'd go ahead and get our block in here. So what is it that you had in mind for this thing?
Kind of like this. Basically a fairly normal tank chassis. However, both cram barrels are not mounted at a height you would normally expect on a tank destroyer, like a little bit lower, but rather on top of the hull. In a sorta kinda turret-like compartment, which is in a fixed position, so they don't turn.
Okay.
And yeah,
I think
this
that's
is a
completely doable.
base plate for the tank.
Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting wheels on it. So, how's that campaign you've been working on going so far?
It is proceeding nicely. I have play-tested it a few times, and after making some adjustments and adding some events, some scripted events to it, in the last run I got my ass handed to me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That is a good thing.
Okay.
That means my campaign is working rather nicely.
Are you just using units for your from your last QFN run, or are you...
I'm using some other units which I cannot disclose at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh wait, I just see that we don't have enough ground clearance with this one.
We need more ground clearance?
Yeah, we need more ground clearance.
I can fix that. Let's see here. Let's increase the spring length maybe by this much.
Oh, no, I meant, may I build a little bit on here?
Absolutely.
Oops. Ugh.
So what you have in mind?
And I like this, and then lift it up.
Okay, I think I see what you're getting at.
Kind of like this, and then oh, there. Yeah, we have to use the normal wheels again. Wheels. There we go. Kind of like this.
Do we want to do 1 row or 2 rows of wheels? Because that's going to affect the mobility in the end.
Considering wheels are not very strong in 2.4.9, let's use 2 rows of wheels, yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and start working on getting them configured. Let's see here.
I'll start on the whole then.
Spring. Okay, copied all wheels. You know that's the back, right?
I knew that.
That's an easy one to fudge. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and get these configured here. Do we want to use AI or breadboard to control this one?
I'd say we use breadboard.
Okay, then I will leave that up to you after I get these configured.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be one of those always point at the enemy types of units.
Yeah, that's considering we're using cram cannons in a fixed mount, probably be the best thing to do.
Oh wait, I just have to remember that transition blocks do not exist in 1.4.9. Oh, no, 2.4.9.
How would we like to power this thing?
Something we could change very quickly would be a fuel engine. Yeah, I'd say we're going to use a fuel engine.
Would you be opposed to putting it in the front?
Actually, normally I wouldn't, but I'm just considering the fact that we are going to fight the Onyx Watch with this one.
Yeah, but like 2 layers of heavy usually is enough to stop most things.
Ah yeah, fair enough, I guess.
But we can move it around if need be. I'm just going to go ahead and start putting some frontal armor on here. How do I want to go about making this damn engine here? Because I need to think of something that's going to work in this older version. So how are we going to be able to get this thing to breathe correctly? Since we can't use ducts. Any thoughts on that?
We could, yeah, right. A exhaust port on the bottom would be a weak point.
Exactly.
Wait, there are no ducts in? Okay.
Yeah, there's no ducts in 2.4.9.
That sucks.
I know, right?
Okay.
But if we need to... Actually, maybe we could just run the exhaust out the top or the sides. What do you think of that?
We could run it out on the top, maybe. Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Oh, I just have to remember how to build this tank hull.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a spall liner started here. How much power you figure this thing's gonna need? I want to imagine a whole lot.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Well, that should buy us about, what, like 800 power right there? Give or take.
Oh. Yeah, probably. I mean, we just need it for movement. Or
Yeah.
should we invest in some shielding? I mean, okay, granted we are fighting the Onyx Watch and cram cannons.
Crams don't
Not
care very much about shields, yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of interesting going from a current version to this where we don't have the transition blocks.
Yes, I'm honestly missing them a bit.
Mm-hmm. No
They're
doubt.
nice.
So, I think what I want to try doing here is I'm going to pipe everything out of the sides. I'm a little reluctant to do so, but I'm afraid having like the whole pipe mounted on top is just going to make a very nasty weak point for this.
Yeah, let's use the sides then.
Okay. So I'm just going to make a hole right through here. There we go. Just it's not going to be very space efficient. My pet peeve with it right now.
Don't mind me building the armor a little bit.
No,
I'm
no,
just
you're
trying
fine.
to find the perfect shape
You're good.
for this. Okay.
Alright, so that should be able to breathe okay.
Do we have square corners in 2.4.9?
Negative. We only have the 1 by 1.
Okay then. I guess that design element is ruled out as well.
I'm gonna give this a lot of fuel. I actually probably be better off using the beams for this. There we go, like so. And so, and I think I'm gonna move the engine block to the other side.
Feel free to delete any metal armor I place on here. I just need this for a little bit of support and visual guidance.
That's completely fine, yeah.
I mean, we may want to armor up the frontal half of this vehicle with heavy armor as well. Or
Yep,
we should, at least. do
I'm
this.
trying to. Currently. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it certainly has been.
I've been kind of missing it, to be honest. There we go.
Yeah, we should build something else.
What'd you have in mind?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Either for ashes or for something else. I'm not certain yet.
Okay, so that looks good. I could probably start putting together a cram cannon, I suppose. We're not going to need like a whole hell of a lot of ammo to run those, if I remember right.
Probably not, no. Oh, by the way, I'm building the, let's call it turret. No, it's not the turret. The fixed mount for the cram cannon right here.
So I'm guessing you're kind of wanting to go with some kind of a faux turret, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Although, oh, this is too slim. And yeah, you need to keep in mind that we do have to armor up this one.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
So I had a thought last night.
I'm listening.
What if we took the Quest for Neater campaign and we just Frankenstein the shit out of it and made it a bit more worthy of our time?
I would honestly wait with that until the world editor and the campaign in general has been updated,
Okay, fair enough.
maybe something interesting will happen to it. At least I hope it will.
I'm not holding my breath.
I never know. Okay, so this should be alright.
Trying to get one of these space efficient eventual mats kind of a pain in the ass.
I made a mistake.
Oh, what'd you do?
I built this whole setup way too close to the front of the tank.
Oh, that could be a problem potentially.
Yeah. No, it's going to look weird. So, scrapping it all and have to rebuild it now.
Okay then.
Yep, this is probably where it's going to go. Right here.
Okay.
Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not.
I imagine we'll probably have to go back and kind of recalibrate the cram setup for this to work in 2.4.9. So I just kind of threw it together like it would be configured for that version.
Yeah, we probably have to.
Don't think it's taking up too much room, do you?
No, volume is... Oh, we are already at 2000. We may need to design this a little bit smaller.
Yeah, we could start converting some of these beams to slopes. I could start working on that right now, actually.
I'm just thinking of slicing off part of the tank on each side and then doing it all again, just a little bit slimmer.
Okay.
I mean, of course we have to do it all again, but volume.
Yes. Volume is quite an evil mistress in this.
Sorry for all the work you've put into it.
Eh. I should have been paying attention to that too.
Let's see if the correct bits fall off. Ah,
So we're just going to make it thinner?
yeah,
Okay.
basically thinner.
Okay.
Although, add a little bit shorter, otherwise it would look a little bit
Weird? Yeah.
honestly. Yeah. Although, we could do something else.
What'd you have in mind?
Just a suggestion. We could use the Paladin tank chassis and basically build the fixed guns onto this.
That's not too bad an idea, honestly. I'm all for taking something off the shelf and repurposing it.
Let me just get the Paladin out here.
If we ripped the lambs out of it, we'd probably have the room that we would need for the crams. Is that what you had in mind?
Yes, I did.
Good. Glad we're on the same page.
Good thing we built this entire thing. Oh, the
Yes.
first 20 minutes. Ouch.
That is a big ass turret we got on this thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, we have some volume to play with.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and rip out the lamps.
And I have a much better chassis to, yeah.
And it's a somewhat proven chassis.
Oh yeah, yeah it is. Additionally, we may not need heavy armor here on the sides.
And it's already got the exhaust routed at the back, which is good.
So, yeah.
I don't know if we need engines that big, though. But I think that...
No.
So,
I mean, it had a lamps, so there's that. So, we would have needed the engine on the Paladin, yes, but if we are not going to build or construct the lamps into the new tank, then probably not.
So since we don't need near as much power, I'm just going to switch all these injectors over to carburetors.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to be running at full tilt all the time, so I will add some superchargers. Don't have enough room to put them on the backside, but I guess that's okay. Should we leave the radiators?
Let me think. Yeah, let's leave the radiators.
Okay.
Radiators do not increase fuel usage even in 2.4.9. I mean, they did in versions before that. I'm fairly certain of it, but yeah.
Wow, you've been busy.
It's alright.
What's this up here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that thing. Alright, I guess I can try putting in a new cram here. No one's been said anything in the stream yet, oddly enough, but that's okay, I suppose. Did you need something?
Yeah, I'll basically prepare the area where the crams should be placed. Just back here. And then I'll cut out the spaces for the barrels as well.
Okay. So is it okay for me to start putting in the cram cannon components then?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay. I didn't want to get in the way of anything you might be trying to do there.
We still have a little bit of volume to play with.
Good.
I mean, more than just a little bit.
Hmm.
Let's not repeat the same mistake again.
Well, we can try, but I'm not going to make any promises.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, please stop. No. Oops.
Right now I'm just trying to maximize the number of connection points for these cram components.
Yeah, just in case you wanted to know, going to place the firing pieces right here,
Okay.
so you have an idea where the cram cannons could be mounted to.
Actually, I don't know if I need those there. Let's see here, maybe orientation.
odd way to put it here, but yep, I guess this is alright.
Well, if it's crazy and it works, it ain't that crazy. I think that's how the saying went.
Yeah, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. We even have enough heavy armor on here, so nothing bad would happen.
Well, you think nothing bad would happen.
And now that I've said it, something bad will happen. But,
Yep, you wouldn't put a hex on the whole damn thing.
Oh boy. I do not believe in such superstition.
Yeah, don't tell my wife that.
Oh.
You should see the rituals that she does during the Kansas City Chiefs games. She thinks giving herself a bath will help them to win.
Did it? Did it though?
No.
Oh.
They still lost the Super Bowl last year, so you tell me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
What made it worse is that they lost to Tom Brady, which Tom Brady beat them in a I think it was the AFC Championship, which basically the winner of that gets to go into the Super Bowl. So yeah, she was pretty salty about that.
Wait, who's Tom Brady?
Quite possibly the best NFL quarterback to ever exist. At least that's the way I understood it.
Okay, that's quite a title.
Yes.
So, I assume then he does deliver in being the best quarterback.
He's done some shady things though. There was an instance where he was actually deflating the footballs, and the reason why you'd want to do that is so you could get a better grip on them. I believe they called it Deflator Gate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because scandals had to have a gate somewhere in the name nowadays.
Since Nixon went ahead as
Yes.
an example, yeah, of course.
That guy was kind of a chode, but yeah. Alright, I'm going to start adding our gauge increasers. I figure we can always go back and change around the cram components to whatever we need them to be. So, yeah.
We are approaching the volume limit. We still have a little bit to go.
Do we want to
So-
max out the cram cannon?
No pressure. Yes, probably.
Okay. Because I'm at 1819. Okay, now we should be at 2000. They're just set up for like HE right now, but might need to go in and change some of the pellets to, was it the payload compactors?
Oh, yeah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do that once we are in 2.4.9, since
Yeah.
we need to change them anyways.
They just letting you know that's kind of how it's set up at the moment.
Alright.
Do we have any ammo compartments? No, wait, we have one in the front of this, don't we? Yes, we
should
do.
have one.
Yeah. Okay. And it's got the spawner and everything. Very, very nice. Okay, what's the volume limit like? That's actually quite doable. Still need some sensors for this thing.
Alright. Previous sensors were all mounted on the turret. Yeah, I'll see what I can come up with.
I was just thinking like putting like portholes down the sides. That'd probably do the trick.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, this thing is always looking forward.
Yeah,
So
pair that up with a, what the hell is it called? The wireless snooper. I think I'll probably do okay. Does it have a wireless snooper already?
it does have one directly mounted to the AI.
Good. It's been a while since I looked inside this thing.
Okay, I'm
I
preparing
see what
some
you're
AI
doing.
components.
Okay. That will work. You need some
So
armor
we-
for them?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Or maybe, ah,
And does this have an intervehicle transmitter?
does it need one?
It could be helpful, but I mean, we could always just pull it back off. No big deal. Did you remember to put the local up controllers up in this turret housing here?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll do that right now.
Okay. You could probably just mount one like right between the cram firing pieces, and it'll probably do okay. There you go.
Yes. Definitely good.
Great minds, am I
Let's see
right?
if we can... Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. But we need to put more heavy armor in here.
no doubt.
This is quite a...
We're still
compressed
pretty
space.
below the volume limit. This thing might have some leftover power for shielding in the front if that's something that you might be interested in.
Yes, I would be very much interested in this.
But I think we should see what kind of power consumption it has with the everything else before we add those.
Oh, I already added fuse boxes.
You already did what now?
I added fusing boxes.
Fusing boxes.
Yeah, to the wireless, to the firing piece here.
Okay. Right, because those are a thing with crams. You see, I hardly ever mess with the damn things.
Oh, they are. Sometimes they are quite fun and useful too. Of course, they get shafted by APS at probably every opportunity.
Yeah, one of my subscribers, we got into a bit of a discussion on this, and yeah, he seemed pretty defensive about me,
Cram?
about my opinions on cram. So,
What was your opinion on crabs?
my opinion was they're too much of a niche for me to consider them in a lot of applications that other people use them. When APS has a faster fire rate, faster projectiles, it's got better resistance to lamp, so on and so forth.
Well, I like crabs.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's not a weapon
Exactly.
system that I really like.
Well, funny thing actually, you know that battleship I rebuilt?
Yeah, what about it?
See, I made a cannon. I used cram cannon for this, and I built it in a way that it barely reaches my self-imposed budget limit of 400k.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I then proceeded to rip out all the cram cannons from this one and replace them with APS cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Basically double-barreled APS turrets. I think they have about 400mm and 6-meter autoloaders.
Okay.
They have a reasonable rate of fire.
Okay. That-
And I also upgraded the anti-aircraft gun on the back.
I just remembered something. But go
Yeah.
ahead, continue.
Yeah, and then I just noticed that I am 6,000 resources short of this budget limit of 400,000, and the new APS version beats the CRAM version in every single fight. And then I thought to myself, why would I ever use the cram version of this one? It just occurred to me.
It works
This is the
decently
dilemma I'm
for
facing.
bombers, in all fairness, except you have to have the bombers pretty close for the cram to even hit them. So, like
Yeah.
within 200 meters for it to be accurate. At least in my experience. Oh, I'm going to send you something I think you might like here in a PM. That's probably the most extreme cram build that I've ever done.
Okay, oh yeah. Those are a lot of crams.
26 cram broadside on that thing.
I mean, crams are fun, don't get me wrong, but they do tend to be overshadowed by APS in almost every single aspect. Which is sad, to be honest.
Yeah, that ship was like 700,000 materials.
Yeah, and there we are. I think in the current version, crams are a little bit too expensive for what they do.
I would have to agree considering the accuracy issues.
I mean, yeah, you could use mortars and firing them from space, which plays on the fact that cram mortars gain accuracy the longer they travel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they gain more accuracy that way. But, yeah, still a little bit unreasonably expensive.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a cram tank that Lathrix made for a Ashes of the Empire campaign one time. Do you remember that at
Really?
all?
No, I don't think I do.
I think he made it in his first run. It was like towards the end game. I don't think he ever finished that campaign.
Okay. What should I mount on top of here? We are going to use wireless camera, and since we are firing at slow targets, a radar gimbal, and
Can I just try something here real quick?
yeah, sure.
I had some ideas on how to go about doing this. Oops.
We are still within the volume, by the way, so feel free to do whatever you like.
Okay. So I think we have some room here in the side to do something kind of like what I am setting up right now. And we're going to grab a laser rangefinder, turn off mirror mode, set the other one to a gimbal camera, like so. It still has enough processing power to be able to run these, thank goodness. So you see what I'm trying to do here?
Yes, I see it. That's rather interesting.
Yeah, we might have to integrate it into this top bit a little bit better, but I think it'll give us some very well protected sensors. And we still have enough processing power for them. So, awesome. But, yeah, if you want to redo the armor around them, that's fine. I just figured it would be a good mounting spot for them.
No, it's fine actually. I just wanted to have it like this.
Okay.
I don't know if the sensors work like that, but yeah, they should.
Mm-hmm.
So a radar gimbal on the top and a 90-degree radar. That's one thing I would like to tell you.
What?
I have experimented with weather effects and how they affect sensors in the campaign.
How'd that go for you?
Well, quite interesting, and I was very fascinated by the fact that the denser the fog is on the map, the lower your visual detection range gets. And at some point, visual detectors cease to work.
Okay. This is news to me.
And at night, on Nita at least, visual detection is, or the visual detection signature of a vehicle is actually very, very low.
I would imagine though using infrared cameras would negate that.
And even radar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have an Ion. Hello, Ion.
Hello, Ian. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad, I guess. How about you guys?
Oh, we're just doing a stream building a tank here. Oddly enough, no one seems to be active in my chat for the stream, but that's fine.
You're streaming right now?
Yes.
I didn't get a notice of that, actually. Well, let's see if I can find you really quick.
We have been working on a twin-barreled cram cannon tank here. Do you think we're in a good enough spot to be doing some combat testing?
Yes, let me just set up the breadboard, and then we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Well, we have a lot of engine power.
Oh yeah, we could still put some shielding in the front of it if you want at some point.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I was just thinking. Let's see here. Decorations. I think this could do with a few headlights on the front here. Like on top of the wheels.
Go ahead.
Something like that. I think that looks pretty good.
How about we recess them into the structure right here? Why can't
That's
I?
fine too.
There we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you
Much
change the
better.
settings on those? Oh,
No, I haven't touched the settings on those.
okay. So I'll just add the metal plating to the side then.
And just remember, we had to put slopes in there to try to keep this thing under the volume limit.
Okay.
So be careful. Ooh, yeah, you just went over.
Oops. So much for being careful.
Maybe if you did just like the front of this and like let that back half in like slopes, it might work.
How
Or you could do that too.
about this? Yeah, we are still within the volume limit.
I think the armoring's probably going to be pretty good. Because we still have the applique and these heavy armor slopes. So yeah, I think this thing will be pretty well armored. So, Ian, do you feel like doing anything after me and Heizmeister are done today?
Not right now, to be honest. Sorry.
Yeah, that's no problem. Just thought I'd ask.
I'm in unwind mode right now.
That's fine. Just thought I'd run it by you. Oh, I finished my campaign last night.
Yeah, I saw. I saw you put a notice up in the group chat.
Yeah, Scarlet Dawn was a huge disappointment. Oh my god.
Spawning in the water, right?
Yes. The Event Horizon spawned twice in the water, and those were like the biggest ships that I got out of the Scarlet Dawn. Never mind the fact that they were sitting on about almost 400. No, it was like 4 million resources when I went to war with them. And that was the biggest thing that they decided to spawn. Meanwhile, I'm sending stuff that's like 1 million to like maybe 1.3 million materials at them. Doesn't seem very strategic for AI, does it?
No, latest, greatest, shiniest thing they could come up with. I don't know. Honestly, I much did prefer it when it was the previous system.
I really like the tile system better myself too.
Mm.
I was just discussing with Heizmeister an idea that I had last night to maybe try to redo the Quest for Neater campaign where it's like actually challenging.
And what was that?
Basically give the AI factions more materials to start with. Probably have like patrol units in certain places, maybe next to strategically placed, maybe around material zones, or like maybe like fixed weapon systems, like turrets mounted on the shoreline, something like that. I don't know.
Yes.
I
More
just think
defenses.
yes, I think they need a lot of defensive buffing, and this idea that the AI shouldn't be able to cheat, I think is kind of stupid. But
Good or shouldn't be able to cheat?
I think it should if you want to give experienced players like us a real challenge.
Yeah, that's kind of a running feature of any kind of RTS style game.
Mhm. I mean, that's been around since like what, Red Alert?
Since the original Command and Conquer, actually.
Yeah.
That for the AI to give a more serious challenge, then it needs some kind of unfair advantage.
Yes.
That there are exceptions.
There have been exceptions, yes, but for the most part, the AI coding is not sufficient for them to operate without that.
Heizmeister, you might want to redo some of the armor here. It looks like we are running into another volume limit again. It's like 5 cubic meters over.
Noticed I am reducing armor limit. Armor. No, not the limit. Armor right now. Yeah.
Okay. We do have kind of an area of concern. I'm going to go ahead and fix. There we go. I could take out these heavy armor beams that go down the middle that are separating the crams.
Actually, we are within the volume limit right now.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and pull these out anyway because they're probably not going to do us a whole hell of a lot of good.
Okay.
So if you want to use that volume for anything else, go for it.
Oh wait, we need to save this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to save it. There we go. This is now known as the Crusader,
Fine by me.
because we had the Paladin before.
I'm just going to go ahead and torch the that one that we started with, since yeah. Well, if it would despawn on us, I guess it doesn't want to. Oh well.
We just need to keep in mind that we are going to need a much more gauge increases.
There's plenty of room inside for them, but yeah. I think you might have you got a little bit of wiggle room there in the volume.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm removing some.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are they called? Radiators. Yeah.
We
don't
might be
need-
able to live without them, yeah.
We don't need fuel efficiency.
Efficiency? What's that?
What it is? A fuel to noise converter, basically. It is not fuel efficient.
Mm.
No.
Oh, Ian, I've been meaning to ask you, with the Discord Super Battleship build, are you still wanting to pursue that?
Just not managing to make any progress with it, am I?
Well, I wasn't trying to come off as accusatory or anything. It just seems like
no,
you're
no,
kind
no,
of struggling right now, so I was kind of offering to maybe
Yeah,
work something out with it.
honestly, I think it's been enough of a disservice to everyone as it is. So, yeah, it probably is a good idea to hand it off to someone just so it can get moving again.
Okay. Well, I wanted to run
Um,
it by you first before coming to a decision on it, of course.
Not at all. I mean, I understand completely, and it's I'm surprised you left me with it for as long as you have, honestly. So,
I like to think I give people fair chances.
there you have. Who was the runner-up vote for coordinator?
Ah, gosh, I
Remember?
don't know. That's been so damn long ago.
Hmm.
Maybe normal or let me get with Scorpion. He might know. He's the guy who built the pole for us. So yeah, I'll consult him on it.
I think it was normal. I'm not entirely sure though.
I think Matey was kind of up there too.
Hmm.
It's a rather handsome tank we got here, I think.
I think so as well.
I'm struggling to see it, but that's because my browser's crashing on me.
Then let me try something
No,
here.
it's not something your side. It's my browser that's crashing. So
Well, I was gonna say I could just stream it to Discord for you.
it's barely responding.
Yeah, it was doing some funny things to me earlier as well. But yeah, if you want to watch here on Discord, I'll stream it for you.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna do something. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Okay, so now we are within the volume limit.
Would you be okay with
And-
like putting like a decorated chain across the front?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
I also thought of putting a log at the back.
We do like them logs, don't we?
Yes.
I just don't
We
know
need
if we'd
those.
be having problems with the volume limit. Those was my biggest thing on that.
Alright, we have to use mimics.
Mm-hmm.
You use decorations, or are you in an older version?
Well, we had to build this to where it'd be compatible in an older version is the issue.
Ah,
Yeah.
Well, let's
Though, I think some people were talking about how Hamachi could work in like 2.4.9, but I don't know if that's something we want to try experimenting with.
don't you need to connect to a central server from the Depths multiplayer?
If we did it over Hamachi, it would think that it's just trying to do it over a LAN.
Can we even play from the Depths over LAN network?
I have no idea. I'm kind of speculating at this point.
Okay, then let me just set up the breadboard and yeah,
what is the
then we'll
purpose
do
of this
something.
vehicle then? Is it for the campaign you guys were doing together?
Yes, but we haven't been able to do any real multiplayer on it, considering well, they kind of
Yeah,
went and
whole-
screwed that over. So
So what is that? Is that a cram-based artillery cannon then?
something like that. It is a fixed cram. And we got the gauge on it maxed out. I'm wondering if it might be advisable to make some of those barrels armored barrels. Because
Yes.
if we get some HE that takes out the barrels up top, it might just travel down the neck here and kill the AI. Am I making sense?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'm changing for armored barrels now.
Is it getting enough juice here? Because it's moving like incredibly slow.
It's barely tapping the engine, so
Yeah.
Is there a wheel setting that's gone wrong?
Don't think so.
1X. No, looks alright.
Is it because it is so heavy?
Possibly, but I've used way more heavy armor than this on other craft, and they've done just fine. Are you still messing with that breadboard?
I'm still messing with the breadboard, and I've just set the wheels to use maximum amount of power.
Okay.
The engine should handle it.
Sounds good.
Still not much acceleration though, is there?
And yeah, for some reason it's going forwards, which it shouldn't. Let me just mess with the breadboard a little bit more.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm just looking to see if there's anything I could load in while we wait on that so people can have something to look at.
There we go. Better. So now we have a switch. And now I need target bearing. This is the most complicated part because we need to know how the AI handles these inputs of the breadboard.
I actually know those inputs very well.
Oh.
Good. Good.
Yeah, my battleships generally, for my battleships, I generally like to have them broadsiding, but I don't like the fact that with the normal from the depths AI, I'll try to do it across the T.
Yes, that is annoying as hell.
Yeah.
I believe that was what killed several ships in the Steaming Pilot Ship Tournament, which I am considering bringing that back here in the fall. So I just thought I'd do a quick shameless plug there.
Can we delete the old poll?
I thought I did.
It's still there for me.
Yeah, it's still there for me too, so I'm chopping it up into smaller pieces till it goes away. I thought I told it to despawn like 2-3 times by now, and it just hadn't done anything.
Wait, so you mean this fall I get to make another abomination of science?
Making abominations of science is a capstone of any builder in From the Depths.
True.
I mean, if one person doesn't go, what the fuck, after looking at it, then something's wrong.
So we are still below the volume limit, which means we can add some gauge increasers if we so desire.
Good.
We can even do something like this. A moment, please. There are gauge increasers which do not take up 1 square meter of volume.
Are you talking about the curved ones? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, we should add the curved ones.
I'm glad you thought of that.
Heizmeister, on Discord, mind streaming the breadboard so I can see what you did?
Yes, Dama, are you...
Well, it's kind of
I mean,
hard
I
to see
cannot
anything.
stream in Discord at the same time and talk with you guys. My internet is notoriously bad.
Where is your
okay,
breadboard
then
at?
never mind.
I could try to bring it
Breadboard
up on
is
mine.
next to the AI.
Okay, is it like on top of the AI? Is it under the AI?
It's just attached to the AI.
Ah, here it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9, 30.
I'm glad you guys understand that thing, because I sure as hell don't.
I don't.
You understand it better than I do.
I think I know what to do.
Okay, lay it on us.
Basically, you need to put a if statement in there.
Oh, you mean if what if an enemy is present? That's what the switch is for. I just haven't used the math evaluator.
No, I'm talking about the because you need a PID system there as well.
It should work though.
Hello, Joshi.
Hi, Joshi. Do you
Hello,
just
Joshi.
pop in the chat?
Because Heizmeister, what it's going to do
Yeah.
is going to find out the position of the heading of the target, then try and move to that heading of said target. So the target is pointing 9 degrees. It's going to turn and take 90 degrees in heading terms.
Yes, it should point it directly towards the target.
No, it's going to read the heading, go, okay, wherever the target's heading is, that's going to be my heading as well.
Quick question here.
Ah.
Could we just
So
rip?
it's going to try and broadside it.
Could we just rip the breadboard out of a another craft that uses this and put that in here instead? Save us some time, or do we have to build one from scratch?
You can use prefabs to do it.
We could. I have the mini Gustav, for example.
Yeah.
This one functions quite nicely.
It just might be easier for us to just do a copy and paste then.
Oh, by the way, the gram gauge increases do not differ in volume.
I remember that one.
And it's fun. Oh yeah, I did it like this, and it works.
Really?
But yeah, if that tank works, then whatever breadboard things you have in there will work as well.
And goodbye, Gustav.
So I guess we need to just spawn something in and see if it responds correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
You can even turn on God mode now in multiplayer.
Yep. I was actually. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, just want to say let's spawn something in. Go ahead.
Let's get something kind of tanky. I'm thinking Onyx Watch. Something like maybe a Bison. I've already got the tank in God mode. It looks like it's... There we go. Right now I think they're just pure HE, but we can configure that to whatever. A little over the target, but...
Okay.
Did you check to see if you had the cram cannon's accuracy set?
No, I did not.
I could do that, no biggie.
I need to invert the output of the PID.
There we go.
-1, since I forgot we were using tank steering.
Hey, we landed a hit. 2 of them.
Oh yeah, that's a question I was going to ask.
What's that, Ian?
Any particular reason you've gone for a twin cannon design?
That was Heizmeister's idea.
Double trouble.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but...
No, I'm not complaining, I was just wondering about it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it didn't even... It only fired like one shot that
still
time.
tweaking the breadboard, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, now this should be no, it's completely...
Yeah, it's...
Oh.
You have it going backwards now.
Yeah. Damn it. Let's reduce your input a little bit. Oh. Good thing we have God mode.
Yes. Quite a good thing.
Actually... Why is it not moving? Is it stuck? stuck.
That's a possibility. But it has fuel, it has materials.
And it should be yawing towards the target.
It does have it on sensors. So there's no excuse there. Oh,
Oh,
looks like
there
it.
we go.
Okay.
It just takes a little bit of time since this vehicle is so long.
Mm-hmm. If we set this up with pen depth, I think it's going to be scary as hell.
It has pen depth.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Okay, so the breadboard is working now.
Good.
I've saved this version. Let's see. Missed.
Did you put some frag in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. This is locked on. The active radar is locked on. I have a sneaking suspicion. No, the visual camera is locked on as well, and the laser rangefinder is locked on as well.
Yeah, it's getting surprisingly good accuracy.
All trackers should be on the primary target. Airing, range, average time, and there we go.
Yeah, I think we got a mean contender here, and it's getting pretty good speed from what it looks like.
41 meters per second.
Oh, yeah.
With that little amount of engine power.
In American, that's almost like 80 miles an hour, give or take.
Miles. Is that the measurement unit you use at sea?
That's measurement units that we use in America.
Ah.
Because America, fuck yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going backwards quite a bit.
I think you might want to make that gap just a little bit shorter. What's it at right now?
900 meters.
I'd try maybe 700, but I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was still thinking in naval combat terms, and my usual combat distance is 1000 meters or 900 for brawler type ships.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's make that 700 then. And in the AI as well. Basically the breadboard is supporting the AI.
Okay. Ooh, that was a nasty hit.
Oh yeah, it's too damaged.
We lost our play toy.
Goodbye.
Should I bring in another?
Yes please.
Alright, here we go. Another bison.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Bison are usually what I use to judge my tank standards by, if I can kill it or not.
Bison, really?
Yes. Because bison is 76,000 materials, and I have a tank destroyer that can kill it for, it's about like 40k?
Oh. Does it use hash or heat, by the way?
It uses a 400 millimeter hesh.
Ah, good old hash. Okay, we are within the volume limit. Hooray for that. And I've also added, what's it called? An elevation barrel piece to basically limit the horizontal movement of our gun barrels, so it doesn't look that weird of them moving to the side a lot.
It looks like it's a hell of a lot more accurate now.
Yeah, it is. Let me just The visual detection range of this vehicle is actually quite low.
Do we
And
want to
it's
fix that?
decreasing as the weather gets worse.
Oh, okay.
You can see it happening right now in the designer. This is actually quite a nice effect.
Can the laser rangefinder get through that?
I don't think it can.
Hmm.
No, wait. Yes, it can. However, the camera cannot. It seems.
Unless you like switch over to IR, I imagine.
Oh, radar. Actually,
Yeah.
radar's just as good.
Really, I thought the gimbal trackers had the best bearing. Or am I thinking of something
Ah.
else?
No, it's you mean the bearing accuracy on cameras is perfect.
Yeah.
However, this might interest you.
Mm-hmm.
The bearing accuracy on these coincidence rangefinders is even better.
Really?
Yes, but they do provide a detection only 5 times per second. So they have a slow update rate.
Hmm.
Ah, look at this. It's actually working.
Yeah. I'd say it's doing pretty
Ah.
well.
So I think we can deploy this in the campaign
Mm-hmm.
along the Chaos device.
Yeah, you've been hinting at that thing for a while.
Yeah. It's I mean you don't see it doing all that much, but it's doing a lot in the background.
Mm. Is it just something that's going to drive all the missiles and tracking like crazy? Something like
Yeah.
that? Okay.
It's going to blind IR missiles and it's going to, well, how should I put it? Confuse the enemy sensor systems.
So we're essentially talking about electronic warfare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inter-vehicle transmitter. There it is. Oh, boy. Okay, so should we test it against something different this time?
Yeah, what would you like?
How about what else do we have in the Onyx Watch arsenal?
Bombard, Rhino, Oxen, Treadstone, Sentinel, Onager,
that's-
Fletcher.
The Bombard sounds fun.
I think it's just like a big cram cannon artillery piece.
Yep. There we go.
That's a hell of a miss there, isn't it?
A mess?
A miss.
Oh. Yeah, but from the Bombard.
Yeah, it
We
just was like straight up. Now the shot from the Bombard, that thing was firing wildly. It vaguely
again.
reminds me of a Basilisk.
Yeah, you mean that unarmored, freely moving gun
Yes,
with the shield in front?
yes.
Oh yeah, the Bombard is actually getting a 25-meter error on our vehicle, while we have a 0 to 1 meter detection error on the Bombard.
Nice. We do seem to be landing a lot of hits with it.
That's blame it on cram inaccuracy, I guess. Did we defeat it? No, we didn't.
No, it's still coming at us. Or as Uncle Jimbo would say, it's coming right for us.
Ah, yeah, yes. You have to say that first before firing.
Yes. Because then it's illegal afterwards.
Oh.
Which reminds me, did you hear about the cop that shot a guy, and she thought she was using her taser on him, but she like fire like 6 shots into the person.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I mean, you'd think you would realize what you've done after the first shot, but what the hell do I know?
I mean, I cannot begin to think about where are the standards for the training of police officers? Are there even some?
Oh, there are. It's just that a certain
varies
political
state to
party
state.
on the
In a lot of
there
cases.
is standards, yeah, but there's one political party in America that doesn't seem to understand that.
Okay. Added a targeting card. You could probably add a target prioritization card as well.
Okay. How are you doing on time, by the way?
Oh, fine. Just 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Target. Yes, we'll get this done. And in
I think we
perfect
blew the
fighting
barrel off of
condition.
it. Yeah, now we're just kind of coring it out.
Yes, we've done it. And, well, we have an inaccuracy of 0.29. However, that will change in the version we are using.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, one thing I would like to add as well is configure the wheels so that their spring length is a little bit
Yes.
more. 2 meters, spring force of 40.5. And I want them to be extra bouncy. And copy to all wheels.
So I guess the breadboard doesn't make you have to do any like configuration for the wheels where they respond to a custom controller.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Breadboard basically, well, I have the point and maintain distance AI in there, but the breadboard basically supports the AI and prevents it from doing any stupid stuff, like turning on the spot
Okay.
while in front of the enemy.
Do we want to go ahead and try to put a shield in this, or we just want to do that off camera?
We can put a shield in there, though we need to watch our volume.
Yeah.
And I think we don't need that much, or maybe that many superchargers in there.
Yeah, we could just reduce the size of the engines, but I don't know.
I mean, we do have to factor in that we may need some, what are they called? Control blocks?
Hmm.
Or
Yeah,
shield controls.
we would have to make some space for that because I think we're like right at the volume limit.
I already did. I'm
Good.
setting up the control blocks right now.
Awesome.
Let's set the shields. Actually, I leave the shield installation to you.
Okay. How do I want to go about this shit? I think I'll do something like this. And let's see here, defense, we'll grab the yield planar shield. And let's see, we want, I think strength 5 would probably be enough for this. In the
Sorry,
version?
it's disabled. Yeah, strength 5 is more than enough.
Okay. And we need a, could you enable the shields, please?
Yeah.
Because I'm not like seeing anything right now. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so width. Oh, I hate it when that happens.
And still add a topside shield. I'm going to do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for like a strength 5 shield. do some kind of a butterfly configuration with them, I think. Let's see here. ASI and elevation, something like that. We'll increase the height and the width, something like that. And we're going to copy the clipboard and do that for the other one. And I think I need to do this with the azimuth. Here. That should be pretty well protected in 2.4.9, I think.
Yeah, it should. And let me just edit the shield color to something way more tolerable.
You mean less abrasive?
Yeah. Not that you can't see your own vehicle, because it's being obscured by shields.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Shields installed.
Awesome.
Let's have a Steel Strider tank as a target this time.
Okay. Anyone in particular?
Something that yeah, would
Scarab?
make for fair fight.
Would Scarab be okay, or do we want something a little...
Scarab is actually okay, yeah.
Okay.
Scarab
It's
probably
way
pulverized
different in this version, though. It's more like a tank destroyer with a railgun, and it fires some large missiles, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's way more
I see.
expensive. But 400mm Hesh can, like, gut this thing in one shot if the shell lands. It's actually kind of funny to watch. Oh, that one just kind of glanced off the side. I'm not sure why it's turning away from us like that, but good luck to him.
This is why I like to use breadboard to support the point and maintain distance AI. Oh no, it's set to tank broadside. Wait, what?
Why would you want to do that?
No, yeah, the nominal broadside angle is 0 degrees, which is... okay. Now, we have to bear in mind that pen depth crams are not very viable in this version here, or maybe are not very good.
Yeah.
So that will be way better in the past version.
Is it just me, or does it seem like all pen depth kind of seems like it got screwed over?
Yes, even APS pen depth as well.
Yeah. Whoa, that one got me. Killed me in the driver's seat.
You got sniped by the tank?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And now I can't see where the damn tank is.
Good thing you got killed though, because I was sitting right behind you. Next
Yeah,
shell would have gotten me.
I can't
Or
pull
if
up
you
the
went
map
there.
or anything right now. I don't know why. Weird. Okay. You guys are like way the hell out there somewhere. Yeah, about 20 kilometers. And like the map isn't working. I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is really weird. Well, is it still
I'm
working?
going to delete every second wheel.
Okay.
Okay, you cannot see the suspension anymore.
That's
But,
an optional toggle.
It's optional.
Yes, by
Okay.
default it's off, but if you go into wheel configuration, there is an option to turn it back on.
That would be quite nice to see them. Oops, that was too much.
Yeah, you were talking about armor penetration shots getting messed up a bit. Do you mean with the changes that at the start of April in 3.2.9?
I don't remember, but I know they're shit right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's in the APS patch notes from start of April. Shells without a penetration fuse using heavy AP or Sabo heads will not explode on contact. They will only trigger when they run out of kinetic damage.
Yes, that's a good addition. You don't need pen fuses.
Yeah,
I mean,
as long as it's got a heavy AP or Sabo head. All frag warheads also now share the same settings, which is because they were always averaged beforehand anyway, so, you know.
it does seem to apply to crams as well, by the way.
What does?
This, that the payload explodes when the warhead runs out of kinetic energy.
I think that was always a thing, though, or it was before this patch.
No, I mean that you do not necessarily need penetration depth fuses if you have sufficient kinetic momentum within.
I was just looking though, and the changelog doesn't note that as being added for crams. So if crams have that, then they already had it before the April update.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the patch notes give no changes to crams at all.
I'm kind of taking the bullet train here to link back up with you.
You can just spawn in the seed.
Nope. The map keeps messing up on me. It just shows up as just being pitch black. It's kind of pissing me off.
Oh, this is interesting. Apparently a new guidance option for missiles is in to replace sea skimming mode.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because sea skimming could mess things up quite a lot.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. We've missed you.
Alright, so is there anything else we want to do with this thing?
Let me just think a little bit.
Still moving at a pretty good clip.
Okay. So if I put this here and then put this here. Copy to all wheels. No, wait, that's stupid.
I bet that lowered the volume. Yeah, that bought us like almost 25 more volume that we could use.
Yes, I used the volume that was freed up to install more gauge increases for the crabs.
Okay.
So that will be prepared once we change to the version, to the old version.
Okay. How you doing on time there?
Still fine.
That sounded a little reluctant.
Yeah, maybe, possibly. Okay, tracks have been added. saving the vehicle. Let's have one last fight, and then I'll have to go.
Okay. What would you like to have it fight?
I'm going to spawn a... what's it called? An oxen?
Okay. I think that's a resource transport,
Oh.
but I might be
And
wrong.
let's spawn a longhorn. I haven't seen this one.
Oh yeah, those things. They're kind of interesting.
Oh. What is... yeah, missiles. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That and they'll try to ram you. It's got steam drills on the front of it.
Oh no, those are glide bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
Let's see who's faster.
Surprised he's not detonating those on himself.
Let's see the Crusader is faster.
Oh,
That one got stuck.
yep, and I just got hurt. Okay,
Oh.
I'm bailing.
Bye. I've disabled God mode for now, just out of curiosity.
Okay.
It's taken hits quite well.
Yeah, if those glide bombs will ever catch up with it. Though I doubt it.
No, I don't think they ever will.
Unless we lose the engine, but I don't see that happening.
Oh, the engine is in the back.
Yeah.
That's very safe.
I wonder what kind of shells that thing's firing from the APS on the sides.
Probably pure high explosive.
I wouldn't be
Or high
surprised.
explosive. AP capped.
Yeah, if I could pause it, I'd look and see, but yeah.
Bounce.
About to get into some rough terrain here.
Good.
Are those cram cannons synchronized at all?
They should have the same reload rate. They do not.
It just seems like only one fires at a time.
They do not have the same reload rate.
Oh.
I'm just checking what might be the issue here.
Oh, here comes my fighter. That's how I was able to get back over here so quickly.
Oh, I see how it is.
What's wrong?
Yeah, the connection that I've made with the crime cannons that got messed up.
I don't know how this happened, but apparently that tank just took out my fighter jet. Kind of weird. Was not expecting that.
Very odd.
Oof.
Did we get it?
We
No, it
just
got
took
lost.
a large missile to the face.
The engine is still running.
Yeah, but it looks like they're starting to
And-
catch up with us. Oof.
Yeah, it's hanging in there.
I think he got it worse than we have so far. You did get that thing repair bots, right?
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if HE's gonna bust through this anytime soon here.
No, probably not. Though I would say we could increase the amount of armor piercing pellets, which is currently 0.
Yeah.
Or kinetic pellets, yeah. Yeah, cheaper as well.
Oh, it hit low health.
Good.
I guess that explosive damage finally found a hole that it could do something with.
So, yeah, I guess we did it.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Well, that went well, I think.
Better than expected.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say we can save this now.
Okay. Alright, so anything else we want to do before I close this out?
No, actually, not. Probably not. So
Okay.
there will be probably an episode of Ashes this Friday, I guess.
Looking forward to
Yep.
seeing it. Alright, well this has been Dama and Heizmeister with Heizmeister with Iron Mark 3 in tow in voice chat with us. Along with Lil Kari and Joshi. Have you guys a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later.